I was sitting here thinking about it the other day, and I was sitting here trying to figure out why weed is really legal. So I did a little bit of research,
Okay.
and some of the stuff that they were saying was, let me pull up this little link here real quick. Of course, my mind went way to the left when I started doing my
I'm listening
research.
to you. Keep
Yeah, no,
going.
go ahead, go ahead.
You keep going. Keep going.
But it was saying that a lot of the reasons that it's legal illegal is because one, first and foremost, people think that marijuana is addictive, which of course
It's not.
it can't because I haven't smoked weed in like months. And yes, are there times I have a desire for it, but I can control those desires and be like, nah, I don't need that today. You
Okay.
know? So, but that's one. Two, it said that in the 1900s, just after the Mexican Revolution, the US saw a huge influx of Mexican immigrants into the United States. And so when they came into the United States, they was bringing marijuana. So what they were doing was, in order to stop them from coming over, they made it illegal so that they can arrest them and stuff like that to kind of
Okay.
increase the number of immigrants coming in. Another one just simply says that Nixon was an asshole. And four was the most important thing in the topic that I really wanted to go to. And it says that weed is thought to have harmful effects on the body.
Okay.
So my question is that why they claiming it to be harmful to the body? Or here's my crackpot theory. They're telling us that it's harmful to us and it alters our brain because the truth of the matter is that it really unlocks your brain and make you see some real shit.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that they're hiding something because at the end of the day, I've never heard of anybody ODing on marijuana.
No, I've never heard anybody OD on marijuana either.
Never.
No, but that's the thing. We all know that it's not harmful, right?
Right.
Like
And it's a natural herb, right?
you could smoke a fuck ton of it. I mean, I did read that it can kill you, but it would take an incredible, like unrealistic amount of weed
No,
to do that.
I get it. That's what I'm saying. It's a natural herb,
Yeah,
comes from the ground.
right,
You can actually grow this stuff naturally, and it does the same thing it does with all these chemicals or whatever. None of that
right.
stuff. It's medicine.
Yeah, no, it is. Okay, but that's my thought. My thought is okay. So if they're telling us it's harmful, so they try to scare us away
I'm
from it.
sorry, man. I'm trying to keep it straight
No, I
because I
see,
know
I see, I see.
see my
Rest
boy
in
Henry,
peace, rest in
man.
peace to Henry. Um, but no, I'm thinking that I honestly believe that it. I don't know. I can't speak for everybody who smokes weed, but I know that the times I've smoked it, and I've had conversations with other people who smoke it, and everybody kind of has the same common denominator, which is it really helps unlock your mind. And what I mean by that is when we've talked about this several times, where you only use so much of your brain or whatever,
Yeah,
it brings you to a level of thinking so high that you start thinking about your place in life, what does the universe mean, all this, that, and the other, and then I don't know, you start thinking about like real, like cold, hard truths that people don't really care to talk about or know, right?
right.
About like nothing seems real or anything of that nature. Like you start having some really, really, really deep thoughts. So I'm
Yeah.
wondering if that the people who make it illegal, I guess the government, whatever, I don't know who make it illegal, the government, the law, um, they are afraid that we may learn too much and find ways to like maybe overthrow them or stop them or whatever the case may be, right?
No, I don't. That's too far into it.
I mean, I'm not saying that would actually happen, but I'm just saying like the level of thinking, the things that, because when you start thinking about crazy shit, every good idea starts as a crazy idea, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't think they rather look at it as like we're gonna overthrow anything they think of. It's
Yeah.
more of it was a common drug amongst the minorities, and they just wanted to take that shit out of there and make it a bullshit ass crime. That's why you have people that was in prison for non-violent crimes for 25, 30, 40 years
Right.
and shit like that. It was a way to keep us off the streets. It was
Right.
real easy to do.
Right. Um, I agree with that. No, I definitely believe racism plays a major part. That
And
goes back.
right, and it's not just racism; it's just more of a money grab. Make it
Right.
higher for these niggas who will keep doing the same thing, and
Yeah.
then everything else. Coke, you want to do coke? We'll give you a slap on the wrist. But if you do crack, can't do crack.
No, crack's not good for you.